With the spread of COVID-19, the agricultural industry has been hit hard, and now processing plants are closing facilities across the U.S. Currently, there are 2 plants in Indiana, one in Logansport and one in neighboring Delphi, that are closed, and the effect of those closures is hitting home to farmers in northeast Indiana.
And those 2 plants are closed right now for temporarily what we've been told is 3 weeks. So that they can clean and disinfect the plants.
Huntington County hog farmer Ted Trout took to his Facebook page, The Informative Farmer, to help residents understand and educate viewers about farming, the agriculture community, and what farmers are going through. In a typical year, Trout says he produces about 16,000 hogs a year. That number is not likely to change. However, how many make it to the market and processing plants could change.
So it takes many, many people to make our product go from our farm to your fork. Well, in that link, there's one person that is called the Packers, and they're having problems right now with the COVID outbreak. And when that chain breaks, then I'm concerned for the American consumer on the meat supply that might be available to them.
However, farmers can't just stop producing.
The problem is when they are not able to do their job, then we are still producing pork. And so when there's no place for us to take our animals for harvest, then that becomes a problem with what do we do with the animals.
But it's not just the farmers who are affected. Wayne 15 reached out to local butcher and meat shops to see how the plant closures impacted their stores. A majority of them have seen a rise in customers coming in and buying their meat due to the virus. Even more can't keep their shelves stocked.
We've gone through a lot of product, probably 3 or 4 or 5 times as much as we normally do, but we've been able to continue that supply up till now.
In the wake of processing plants and slaughterhouses reducing production and even closing facilities due to the virus, store owners say they are starting to see some shortages. And with the shortages, means that meat prices will go up.
From last week to this week, some things have gone up $2 a pound, and they could only promise us those prices for the first half of this week. So just the laws of supply and demand, our prices of items coming in have increased, some items substantially.
This week, President Donald Trump signed an executive order stipulating that the nation's slaughterhouses and production plants continue running as critical infrastructures. Wednesday, during a state press conference, Governor Eric Holcomb said he agreed with the president's order and went into how the state plans to open processing plants back up and keep workers safe.
Look, I don't want to be a hypocrite. I said a few weeks ago that we needed to make sure that our meat and our medicine supply chains were kept open and flowing, and we need to do everything we can to make sure that business is safely conducted. And so, of course, I agree with making sure that our that supply chain, that the meat packing supply chain, is getting to market.
Most agree plants should reopen and stay open, but employees' well-being and safety must be a priority.
And what I'm calling for today is for our government officials to put them on the same line as our healthcare workers and first responders to make sure that they have the security and the protection that they need to do their job. These skilled workers are very skilled at what they do, and we need to protect them and make them feel secure in what they do.
I think we need to, we can't interrupt the food chain, the food supply. That's just going to have ramifications longer than what we can foresee.